Hi, I'm Chris, and this is the Flower Education series. I forgot which episode this is, but this episode is on hydrangeas. So, this is a one that I've been promising you all for a while, and I kind of lost momentum. Sorry, but here I am now. So, as the name states, hydrangeas has the first, I think it's the first four letters, HYDR, comes from the word hydro, Greek for what, Greek or Latin for water or something. Because hydrangeas are, I think it's 75 to 85% water. That's why this flower is very fickle in our climate. A lot of you would have asked me to do hydrangeas and stuff in arrangements and stuff, and I do always warn clients, listen, hydrangeas are very temperamental in our climate. Sometimes they go strong, sometimes they just flop immediately. So, we're talking a little bit of care today with hydrangeas. So, first things first, when you have your hydrangeas and you're taking care of them, whether it's stems you bought or you have an arrangement. Sorry, I have a little list I'm watching. So, see, this is one that I cut from my hydrangea plants. I'm more fond of the hydrangea plants than the cut hydrangeas, but it's the same concepts, right? So what you want to do, take all the leaves off, because you don't want leaves in the water. Reason being, leaves in the water encourages algae and bacteria to grow and thrive. Also, leaves on hydrangeas take up more of the water supply, which means that less water is coming to your blooms. It hits all the leaves first coming up, and then whatever is left comes to your blooms. So if you want more water to go to your blooms for it to last longer, you take off majority of your leaves. I like to leave a few. I think it adds a little character. Next thing is when you're cutting hydrangeas. So you always cut your hydrangeas at a diagonal, and then you cut up. So you're splitting the stem in two. As soon as you cut, straight into water, cool water. Hydrangeas, to get it to last a little bit longer, what you can do, so sap usually develops here where it's cut. So to remove the sap, you boil water. I'm not exaggerating. You boil water. You dip your stems into the boiling water for about 5 to 10 seconds. Take it out and then put it into your water, into your vase of water. Every time you change the water in your vase, you repeat the boiling water method. It sounds crazy, but it's actually done by two international sources. One of them is K's Flower School. They do online courses as well as floral courses, that kind of thing. They are very popular, as well as Stone Gable, which is a home and health magazine with a whole set of floral designers backing them. So you're changing the water with your hydrangeas every other day. Cut your stems, same way, cut the diagonal, then up the stem, boil water, then into your vase of cool water. If you find for any reason that your hydrangeas are looking wilted, like you'll actually see them wilted and they're drooping and hanging down and looking like, time to throw them away, don't. So what you can do, take the entire, so hydrangeas are one of the only flowers, or one of the few flowers I should say, excuse me, that actually absorbs water through the petals as well. So what you do, you submerge. Excuse me, sorry. Great, so what you do is you submerge your entire hydrangea bloom, all of this, into water up to about here, for about 45 minutes, and then you cut your stems, put it in the boiling water, and then back in your vase. Right? Another thing you can do is get alum crystals. You can get this in the grocery store, and I think in the pharmacies you get it. It's very fine crystals. So what you do when you cut your stems, instead of putting it in boiling water, you dip it into your alum crystals and then into your vase of water, and that's it. In terms of adding stuff to the water in your vase to keep your hydrangeas going strong, You can just add regular flower food, which most florists like myself try to provide. Comes in a little pack, you just mix it in your water, dissolve it completely, and then you cut your stems, put it in your water. If you don't have flower food available for hydrangeas, you can add 1 teaspoon of sugar into a bleached phase. So what that means is, you're not happy. So let's say this is your vase, and you have flowers in this previously. Flowers died, you take this vase, you put it away. Great. You take it out, or you, if you're like me, you wash your vase and then you put it away. You're not going to put sugar into this just like that. You're not even going to put flowers, a new arrangement into this just like that. Reason being, bacteria sometimes lies dormant in here. So what you're going to do, very, very little bit of bleach. I'd say maybe 2 to 3 drops to about quarter. Well, yeah, about quarter, like a chai bottle full of water. 2 to 3 drops, 5 max. Take a microfiber cloth, or like regular sponge, wipe out the inside, scrub it out properly, then rinse with water, and then you can put your water, put your little bit of sugar, or your flower food preferred, and then cut your stems and put it in. That will help it to last a lot longer actually. That's actually how we sanitize buckets and stuff here. Every shipment, before we hydrate new flowers, wipe down this bleach and that kind of thing. Reason being, flowers, each type of flower has a different texture. The stems are always different. Hydrangeas have more of a softer stem, hydrangeas have more of a woody stem, roses have a woody stem, lilies a little bit woody. Chrysanthemums are in between. They're firm, but they actually retain water, as the Anastasia mums as well. So because of that, some stems melt, some stems don't. If some stems melt, it encourages bacteria growth and that kind of thing, and those things can live on your surfaces. So you don't want that. It will hamper and harm your new flowers. Okay, so that's the way to do it, right? So that's it about hydrangeas for the while. I'm actually not a fan of them because they have a tendency to wilt so far. I have used them. Most recently would have been for Accra Summers and Ashley's wedding. And they stood up fine. I was a little bit on edge about it, but alum crystals and put them into water picks because they need to drink, and they were fine. So that's it. Because hydrangeas, that's the main thing with hydrangeas. Hydrangeas need to be kept in water at all times. They need to be kept cool at all times. Keep it in the heat, it's gonna die. Simple. And you change in humidity, it's gonna start looking like it's wilted. So just soak your blooms. We do have misting bottles available for sale, so you could just mist it. Do have misting bottles available for sale, so just mist your hydrangeas off it, because they absorb water through the petals as well. It'll help prolong the life of your hydrangeas. Okay, so that's it for this episode, and thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'm sorry that this took so long, but flowers have recently started coming back in, so that kind of threw off all things a little bit. But because flowers are coming back in, I can do a lot more. So win-win, right? So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you soon.